Welcome to Echo Sovereignty, where we delve into the rich history and enduring legacy of the Kingdom of Benin, a powerful and sophisticated civilization that flourished in West Africa for centuries. In what is now southern Nigeria, the Kingdom of Benin grew from humble Edo settlements into a mighty empire, establishing its dominance and cultural influence across the region. The Obis, its revered kings, ruled with profound wisdom, maintaining order and embodying a divine purpose that guided their people and shaped their society. Benin City was truly unlike any other urban center of its time. Its monumental walls stretched over 4,000 miles, a feat of engineering so grand it was once recognized as the world's longest earthwork, a testament to the kingdom's advanced planning and labor organization. Within these impressive walls, streets ran straight and wide, meticulously planned for ease of movement and civic order. Homes glowed with the warm hues of red clay and were adorned with intricately carved wood, showcasing the artistry and craftsmanship of the Edo people. The renowned bronze casters, members of the esteemed Eigen Iranwan Guild, were masters of their craft. They transformed metal into enduring memories, shaping history with the intense heat of fire and the unwavering strength of their faith, creating masterpieces that captured the essence of their civilization. Every mask, every sculpture meticulously crafted by these artisans told a profound story. They depicted the lives of kings, the bravery of warriors, the nurturing spirit of mothers, and the revered wisdom of ancestors, preserving the kingdom's narrative in tangible form. By the 15th century, Benin had established extensive trade relations with European powers, notably Portugal. They exchanged valuable goods such as ivory, palm oil, and finely woven textiles, yet the kingdom remained fiercely independent, never compromising its sovereignty. European explorers and traders who visited Benin City were often astonished by its sophistication. They wrote extensively of streets illuminated by countless lanterns and art that rivaled, and often surpassed, anything they had witnessed in Europe, highlighting Benin's advanced culture. One particularly impressed visitor famously called Benin a city fit for a king, marveling at its grandeur and order. However, this admiration, unfortunately, soon began to turn into covetous greed as European imperial ambitions grew. The very same Europe that had once praised Benin's beauty and advanced civilization would later scheme to dismantle and break it, driven by desires for resources and colonial expansion. In 1897, the British Empire accused Benin of resisting their trade demands, using this as a pretext for intervention. The truth, however, was that the Oba simply sought to protect his people and their sovereignty from encroaching foreign influence. Under the deceptive guise of diplomacy and punitive action, British troops began their march toward Benin City, their true intentions veiled by false pretenses of justice and order. What followed was not diplomacy, but an act of brutal destruction. For 10 agonizing days, the magnificent city of Benin burned, its vibrant culture and history consumed by the flames of colonial aggression. During this devastating period, the royal palaces were torched, revered priests were slain, and thousands of priceless bronzes were systematically stolen, marking a tragic loss for the Edo people and their heritage. Over 3,000 sacred artifacts, representing the very soul of a nation and centuries of artistic achievement, were plundered and taken as trophies of war, forever altering Benin's cultural landscape. And then, an eerie silence descended upon the once bustling city. Benin was declared conquered, its rich story deliberately buried under a mountain of colonial lies and historical revisionism. Those invaluable artifacts, now famously known as the Benin Bronzes, were subsequently scattered across Europe, displayed prominently in museums as spoils of empire, far from their original context and meaning. Each bronze, meticulously crafted and imbued with cultural significance, carries the indomitable spirit of a people who, despite immense adversity, refused to be forgotten, their stories etched in metal. But for over a century, these magnificent pieces stood behind glass, confined within museum walls, far removed from the sacred soil and vibrant culture that had birthed them, their voices muted. Even now, When you walk through the grand halls of the British Museum or Berlin's Ethnological Museum, those ancient faces still stare back from the bronzes, not in submission to their captors, but in a powerful, silent defiance, demanding recognition and return. Today, a new generation of Nigerians is actively reclaiming what was stolen, tirelessly working to bring back their ancestral heritage and restore the cultural legacy of the Kingdom of Benin. Museums in Europe are increasingly being challenged to confront their colonial past, and some have finally begun the process of returning the Benin Bronzes to their rightful home in Nigeria, acknowledging the historical injustice. The German government, for instance, made a significant gesture by returning 21 bronzes in 2022 and further committed to signing over the remaining 1,100 art pieces in its state collections to Nigeria, setting a precedent for other nations. In modern Benin City, skilled artists continue the ancient tradition, casting new bronzes. Their work is not merely to replicate the past, but to actively continue and evolve it, ensuring the living legacy of their ancestors endures. Through the intense heat of the forge and the malleable strength of metal, the echoes of their ancestors speak again, their stories and artistry revitalized in contemporary creations. The Kingdom of Benin was never truly lost. It was, for a time, silenced by colonial aggression and historical erasure, but its spirit remained. But through every bronze face that tells a story, every reclaimed historical narrative, and every voice that steadfastly refuses to forget, the powerful legacy of Benin lives on, vibrant and resilient. This is Echo's Sovereignty, where the profound lessons and enduring spirit of the past continue to shape and inform our present, reminding us of the importance of history and heritage.